there's a time and a place for that, and neither's here.
Sweet.
Goodness. What happened down here?
Bothering anybody now.
Nice.
Talk about collecting dust.
Hey.
Do something for you? Looking for something? Now, what's this? Hey, you think you could use this?
You're back. Any luck clearing out that trouble spot?
I cleared that place out for you. Should be safe for your friends to move in now.
Nice to have some good news around here for a change.
Huh? Speak up.
Apparently the castle's been trying to get you on the radio. Some kind of situation over there. Better go see what's going on.
The Minutemen are on a roll. I helped that settlement you sent me to, and cleared the way for a new settlement in the process.
That's fantastic news. We're gonna take back the whole Commonwealth from the bad guys at this rate. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Something else has come up. We've got to show people the Minutemen can really help them.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Hey, Myrna.
Oh, no. You're not allowed to shop here. No sense.
Good to see you too, Myrna. And I'm not the one shopping here. My friend is.
Fine. As long as the synth doesn't touch anything, we can do business.
I'll take a look, sure.
Everything you need.
got a thing for antiques, huh?
Myrna,
You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
can I use this charge card here?
Is this something synths used to pay for things? We don't take filthy synth money here.
Not today.
Probably a synth anyway.
I hear you've been asking questions around town. What? Diamond City's got 2 private dicks now?
Look at this sorry sack of skin.
You're kidding.
Arturo.
If you're looking to keep your load light, we can shoot the breeze about the old-fashioned pistol or anything else you
So
need.
happy to see you.
You know, I'm a bit
Can I
busy.
pay with my charge card?
You're kidding, right? Caps only, friend.
Everyone my best.
Yeah, of course.
Not looking to buy right now.
Another time, then. Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High-quality protection for sale.
And that was the day the Commonwealth knew the Minutemen were back.
Hey there.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
You forgot to make an appointment.
Ah, what's smart mouth, eh? I'm Ronnie Shaw, Commonwealth Minutemen. At least I was. Back before Joe Becker got himself killed and the idiots took over.
I don't like what you're implying.
Easy there, cowboy. Joe Becker died years before you came along. I'm talking about the gang of clowns that let the Minutemen fall apart. I didn't respect any of them, so I took a vacation.
I'm still waiting for you to tell me what you want.
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. Thought I'd come see the new general for myself. So what's your story? What makes you think anybody even wants the Minutemen back?
It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to Radio...
I don't need to answer to you, soldier.
You don't get a pass just because everybody calls you general. In the Minutemen, you gotta earn respect. But I've heard some good things about what you've been doing. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Now that I'm here, I can see you really need my help.
Are you offering to rejoin?
I guess I am. But first things first. I'm probably the only one who still remembers this. But the castle's armory was located in the West Bastion. All of our best equipment was stored in there. Weapons, ammo, schematics, you name it. Come on, I'll show you. Ah, good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't collapsed. Trick now is finding a way in.
Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Do you know some way to open this door?
Now, and even if we could blast it open, we'd probably destroy what's inside while we're at it. If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the northeast bastion. This was the general's quarters. Used to be a tunnel leading from here to the armory. This tunnel's blocked by this rubble. We'll have to find some way to clear it.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
Let's get down there and see if there's still a way through.
Stay safe out there.
pretty dark down here. We better watch our step.
Heads up.
I'll see what I can do.
Grab that.
Can do. Think that's out of reach.
Get that.
Good plan.
Pick that up.
Count on it.
Take that.
Sure thing.
Heads up.
Go on. Unless you're hounding for a green suntan, I suggest we get a move on.
Move! Another scar to add to my collection.
Look alive.
What's the plan?
Grab that.
Done and done.
Get that.
Can do. Not that it's an option.
Look alive.
There's something you need?
Pick that up.
Sure thing. I'm all ears.
Hey,
There's something you need?
take that.
Count on it.
Hey,
I'll see what I can do.
grab that.
Done and done.
Get that.
Good plan.
Movement detected. Sentry bot. Designation Sarge. Powering up.
Well, I'll see. I would have never guessed the Sarge was sitting down there. Don't worry. One of ours.
Error. Final corruption detected.
Too bad Sarge went haywire. He's been guarding the castle since, forever, as far as I know. Let's see. Notice password. One if I land. That's not it. For the Commonwealth. Darn it. Oh, it's been a long time. United we stand. Yeah, that was it. That explains all the landmines. This is, well, was, General McGann. He had your job back when I first joined up. Must have gotten trapped down here when that sea beast attacked the castle. He did manage to keep the armory secure. I'll give him that much. Guess the uniform is yours now, if you want it. So Geezer doesn't need it anymore. Rest in peace, General. The fight is done, and the Minutemen live on. There's no point in getting all sentimental about something that happened 40 years ago. Come on, we're almost through. Here we are. Told you I'd get us in here. Now, let's see what kinds of goodies are left. Excellent. The armory's still intact. Everything we need, just waiting for us. And the cream of the crop, schematics for building artillery.
Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. It's 1 a.m. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Hey, you dropped something.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
I have to admit, Ronnie, having artillery would help out quite a bit.
Oh, we used to rain down fire on Deathclaws and super mutants alike. It was a glorious thing. All right, let's get going. Don't forget to grab some smoke grenades, too.
Here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. This is Radio Freedom. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Hey.
Go on. Here's what I've got.
Excuse me.
Looks like you've got everything we need. As soon as you get some artillery built, we'll do a test fire to calibrate it.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there. tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Heads up.
What's the plan?
Heads up.
Take a look.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. Radio Freedom. Hope you're listening from a safe place. All quiet. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Look alive.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
I'm listening.
Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
I just want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
Radio Freedom. It's 4 a.m. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there. This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Gosh darn, it's good to see artillery here again. So here's the thing about the big guns. They can't fire at anything too close, but their range is impressive. That's what the smoke grenades are for. Toss one of those at the bad guys. If we have artillery in range, we'll confirm over the radio and target our fire on your smoke. But first, we better do a test fire. Make sure we're hitting what we're aiming at. You see that little building over there? We'll use that for our aiming point. Keep your radio on and tuned to Radio Freedom so we can confirm we're ready. All right, General, if you can hear me, we're ready. Toss one of those smoke grenades into the target area and we'll start the test fire. Okay, we've got your smoke on the target. You might want to stand back. You know, just in case. That looked good from here. You've now got artillery support. Use it wisely, General.
I used to be quite the adventurer when I was younger. Now, these old bones just can't keep up.
Hey there.
I gotta hand it to you, General. You've really turned things around for the Minutemen. I never thought I'd see the day that the Minutemen had artillery support again. We should see about building them at all our settlements to expand our coverage. And Ronnie Shaw returns. She's something else, isn't she?
She's the only one left who remembers when the castle was Minutemen HQ. She knew about the old armory.
I'd heard stories about her from the old-timers, but I didn't know she was still around. The fact that she's come back to the Minutemen means we must be doing something right. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause. Hey.
Look alive.
Go ahead.
Nick,
You got time to talk now?
is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? Oh, no. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute, they keep you isolated. A single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up on the other side, and that's it. They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world, with such people in it.
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war. Faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do. Putting on the hat and trench coat, I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. But my memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes, and something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
I tried to go back and say thanks once I'd gotten myself established, but the place was wiped off the map. Raiders. Don't know what happened to the people.
I do what's needed.
Well, you certainly seem to judge doing good pretty high on your list of necessities. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Welcome to Grey Garden, darling. This is the Commonwealth's first and only hydroponics facility run entirely by robots.
There's not even one person here?
No wonder it's in such great shape.
That's right, darling. We are entirely self-sufficient, with no need for human guidance. You see, there are two kinds of robots here. The worker drones carry out labor and maintenance. We supervisors, that is myself, green and brown, possess sophisticated cognition processors. We are capable of complex analysis and decision-making, a testament to the genius of our creator, Dr. Edward Gray.
I remember him. He was one of Robco's senior engineers, but more than a little eccentric.
You seem a bit confused, darling. You're far too young to remember anything that happened before the war.
I was in a vault. They put me in cryogenic freeze.
Remarkable. I must say, darling, you seem very well preserved. Now, where was I? Robotics and artificial intelligence were our creator's great passions, rivaled only by his love of television. Perhaps you've noticed that I possess a rather singular personality, as do the other supervisors.
You're no synth, but you sure got panache.
Great. Just when I thought I was finally free of television.
A few other things you should know. Talk to Green if you need supplies. If it's caps you require, Brown might have a few odd jobs. There's one other thing. A question, really. Tell me, darling, what do you think of the water around here?
It's nothing special.
Oh, it's ghastly. That's what it is. Simply ghastly. Pressure's down. Radiation is up. Why, it's practically toxic. Just think what it must be doing to my skin. This will never do. I don't mean to impose, darling, but perhaps you could lend us a hand.
All right.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Most of our water comes from the old Western plant, south of here. Such an eyesore. Be a dear and pay a visit, See what you can do. Maybe tidy up the place. It must be filthy. If you can get it working again, I'm sure I can come up with something for you.
Hey, you, got a sec?
Of course, Nick. What's up?
I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort of thing, but, well, I know I can trust you at this point. For as long as I can remember, I've been getting these, flashes. memories of places. They're not bad, they're just this inescapable reminder that I'm not the person I think I am, that I'm not a person at all. I'm just a machine, pretending to be human.
Someone your age should be happy to have any memories at all, let alone a spare set.
I suppose so. But having to juggle my memories and all Nick's baggage makes things tough sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con, or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter. But it's thanks to Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
We could give you a new name. Would that help? Ah, I got it. Crumblebot. 3000.
Well, I suppose it's the thought that counts. You know, I'm just going to need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out. You're a real good friend. Thanks. You know, there is this chunk of Nick Valentine history I've been hoping to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Sure thing. What's the case?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath the sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
An evil king in a sub-shop? Does a meatball monster show up at some point?
Yeah, from what I've heard, the pastrami golem is the one you really have to watch out for. Anyway, if you're done being a wise ass, the story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
Jeez, you've really done your homework on this guy.
I have. And I uncovered a doozy. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul, 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one. And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter, safe and sound, ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to, including one of Winter's. I managed to snatch from the Cambridge police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. My gut tells me the Boston police evidence terminals are the key to cracking this one. It's probably worth paying a visit to any of the departments you might have stumbled across.
If you're looking to trade, then let's make a deal!
Green.
Green's the name, and trading's the game. Ready to bargain in the garden?
You sound like a game show host.
That's the correct answer. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, should we tell the lucky contestant what fabulous prize he's won?
Okay, show me what I've won.
Right this way, please. Let's take a look at your fabulous prize.
I'm all ears.
It's a brand new car! Wow! Now, if you've already got the latest in sleek, stylish, atomic-powered automation, you can also take your winnings in the form of a cash prize. How does 100 caps sound?
I've got an idea. Let's make a deal.
I like it! How about 150 caps?
I'll take the cash prize.
Here you go! And if you want to use your winnings to make a few purchases from Robco, we certainly won't complain. Ha ha! Well, it's been a real pleasure. Thanks for playing!
Where'd you go? I think that's the last of them. We'll be taking that.
What? Who's there?
All right.
Someone there? Something there. Ears playing tricks on me again.
I don't hear a peep. And now I'm wondering why.
Going down. Lower level.
What's that? There. This looks clear.
Got it.
Watching a conductor at the orchestra.
Going up. Surface. Darling, so good to see you. You fixed our water problem, didn't you?
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
Yes. Yes, of course. Here, you can have some of our produce. I'll ask Greenie to give you a discount, too, if there's anything else you need. Now I simply must get back to work. Ta-ta!
We could do with a spot of rain. You helped us in our most desperate hour, and for that I salute you, sir.
Supervisor Green.
Green's the name, and trading's the game. Ready to bargain in the garden?
That'd be great.
You've got to help! They've kidnapped my husband!
Who kidnapped him?
They said they'd be back for the ransom in a few days. If I don't pay up, they'll kill him. But I don't have that kind of money.
Do you know where they took him?
I'm pretty sure. I'll mark it on your map. We asked the Minutemen for help, but I didn't really think anyone would come. Just bring him back safe, okay?
as it's safe. Not exactly subtle, pal. You're not there.
Don't you die on me!
Doing them much good at this point. Got him.
Should've just run!
Please, you've got to help me.
Don't worry. I'm here to rescue you.
Oh my God. Thank you. Let's go.
Look out!
We ain't got any hand up, if that's what you want.
I don't know how to thank you for that rescue you pulled off.
Are you willing to support the Minutemen now?
Sure thing. I'm glad someone's trying to do some good around here for once. You can count on our help if you need it.